And a recent news story I think might change the way you have to talk, because you might have been committing a crime for the past few years without even knowing about it. Don't know what I'm talking about? Well, I'm going to play you guys a clip, and I want you to see if you've been guilty of doing the action that happens in this clip. It involves Daff, and she was asked whether she would rather fight 100 Hasan-sized ducks or 100 duck-sized Hasans.
If I fight 100 Hasan-sized ducks, they're not Hasan. I would rather beat the shit out of Hasan. In Minecraft.
There it is.
It's because I'm white, isn't it? It's official. Holy fuck, it's so blown out right now. Jesus. How the fuck do I fix this? Maybe I turn it off? My white balance is broken! Ah! A little bit better? It was like a flashbang grenade. Most of the chat thought she's serious and they were like, fuck yeah, perfect woman. Based, holy, valid, based, Giga Chad. That's surprising because it's like Nick's audience loves me, I think. Usually, normally.
It is. In Minecraft, the smoking gun, the catch-all defense that people have been using for millennia. Since day dot. Anytime you say anything.
Hasan, they hate you. Wait, really? And
Too aggressive. Maybe you're in a Valorant solo queue and you're the duelist and you're entering and you're trading.
no, I do, but there's a lot of juicers and miskids there. I get shitty whispers from NMP's chat when I talk about you, Law. That's
Out
weird.
1-for-1, but your pussy-ass teammates don't follow you in. So you want to enter into to your comms and say, you guys should fucking kill yourself in Minecraft. Because come on. It came out a little too harsh. You were a little too heated in the moment. People do this. People do this. I don't do this, but people do this. People do this. But nowadays, it could get you into some serious trouble. And I have to give you a little bit of context. It started with a proposed bill.
Chatter, you
in
asked
the
for it. I'm
county of
sorry.
Florida, where they want to start attacking hate crime a little more seriously. And I'm just going to roll out the first few seconds.
If you graffiti a building, it is a crime now. But if your motivation is hate, it will be a third-degree felony. You will spend 5 years in prison.
Okay.
If you want to litter, it's a crime right now.
Sure.
But if you litter and your motivation is a hate crime, it will be a third-degree felony. You will spend 5 years in jail.
I don't even know what that means. Okay. All right. What is a littering hate crime? Is like dropping mayo an attack on all of my white ancestors? I don't really get that part, but the person to note is the person in the back who is the actual sheriff, who doubles down on these statements and gets kind of aggressive with it.
You came to the wrong county. I stand with my Jewish friends, and I'm honored to be on your hit list. It's an honor to be sought after by a bunch of punk thugs like you.
Now, I'm with this guy. I stand with.
I feel bad banning him, but he's been spamming it nonstop. I'm gonna have to fucking time him out and then fucking give him a shorter sentence. God damn it, dude. It's a mid-meme worth. It's just like he's been trying to get me to click on it for 2 days and like nonstop spamming it. And I told him not to, and he still keeps doing it. And he shifted tactics to go, breaking news, Marjorie Taylor Greene spotted visiting Trump. Yeah, I can't ban the guy with the cute Portugal Hasan PFP, dude. Simply for posting mid. The Japan trip made you nicer? I hope. I was losing my grip on reality there for a little bit after because shit was awful.
I stand with going against I stand with Jewish people. I think anti-Semitism is cringe. I think that's a pretty easy statement to get behind. But he went pretty hard right there. I don't know if I double down that put a bullet in the back of my head statement that put me on a hit list thing. That's a little bit crazy. And so people started to put him on a bit of a hit list. and they started to give him some shit online. And it started with actually his own Twitter account. This is Sheriff Mike Chitwood. And on Twitter, he posted this interaction where he tweeted out about some scumbag white supremacists who harass people in this country. Real thing. And then in response to this, some anonymous Twitter users said, I feel so much safer knowing this guy will protect me from wrong think and squash the First Amendment. His hard drive and all electronics should be confiscated and searched. He's owned, compromised, sick guy. And it's because he's wearing a bra. And Mike replies and he says, these racist, bigoted, anonymous losers really think they're hurting my feelings with a photo from an event where we raised thousands for breast cancer research. We already know you're not that smart. That's why you guys became bigots. Damn, fire comeback from Mike. Mike was throwing the heat on Twitter. And so they took it from Twitter to a place where they get a little rowdier, 4chan. And this was some of the posts, or at least one of the posts.
I mean, those guys are the fucking 4chan guys. They're just on Twitter.
That was said about Sheriff Chitwood on Twitter. Or, excuse me, 4chan. And these words are blocked out, but I'll read them. Just shoot Chitwood in the head and he stops being a problem. They have to find a new guy to be the problem. But shooting Chitwood in the head solves an immediate problem permanently. Just shoot Chitwood in the head and murder him in Minecraft. Which man, that is doing a lot of heavy lifting right there. This is doing a lot right now. Okay, in Minecraft, oof, that's Shohei Ohtani on the Japanese team. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I barely watch baseball, but it's doing a lot of heavy lifting, is what I'm trying to say. But apparently not enough heavy lifting because the police found out about this. The like Florida.
Ooh, big oof. The oof meter is off the fucking charts. Motherfucking got him. Now, I just gotta say something here, okay? Let me explain something here. Know that everything you say on 4chan, under the guise of anonymity, through VPNs and whatever, that you think is actually protected, is not. Okay? Maybe people get calls about certain things because it's being consistently monitored. Okay? Remember that when you're posting shit like that on Kiwi Farms or 4chan or wherever the fuck you're posting shit, recognize that these guys do have the tools and capability to actually fucking pursue you, come after you, find you, and, you know, make your life a living hell. Okay? Surely there are no 4chan posters in here. There are a lot of 4chan posters in here. There are a lot of hate watchers that say identical things, if not infinitely worse things about me on the internet than this fucking sheriff. Now, of course, I'm not a sheriff, so, you know, he said, you deserve it. Like this guy. You know, we got one. It's like clockwork. It's just awesome. You just revealed yourself. Why? Why? Why are you like this? What I'm going to say is this. I got nothing to hide, bro. What do you mean? I mean, I'm pretty sure your government name is not Hot Sauce 311. So you got that. If I were you, I'd be a little shamed. Account created in 2014. Oh my God, Mhud, you're fucking insane. Literally, that was GeoGuessr speeds, bro. What the fuck? That's insane. Holy fuck, that took you 30 seconds. That took you 30 seconds ago. This guy's older than me and failed as a streamer nearly 9 years ago. I'm playing hardcore WoW right now, too. That's wild, dude. Enemy neutralized. Literally like that. Jesus Christ, dude. Big Boy Gamer Man, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. That was... Holy fuck. Anyway. Okay, so I've been streaming for a little while now, and I can't figure out how to get my condenser mic to work. I've used my other mic, but I have my mic, and I used to make my mic with the use of music. I want to use that for stream, but here's the problem. Okay, so say I'm recording music in Fruity Loops. I record mono, obviously. Now I want to use a mic outside of that. Saying it's Skype/stream. People only hear me from one side because it's in stereo. Ball, I failed as a streamer. I streamed years ago for fun. What does that have to do with anything? It's not hard to Google search my name. Don't test them. Don't test MHUD. Don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, let's... Okay. So the point was that there is not really a lot of real anonymity on the internet. Okay? I just wanted to see why he was mad and bitter. Well, I mean, I think there's probably other reasons on top of what we just saw. But there is not really there's not really real anonymity on any of these outlets. You reveal a lot of your you reveal a lot of yourself on the internet without recognizing that you are. A lot of people think that under the guise of anonymity, they can like write death threats and shit online. And this story is basically, a come to Jesus moment, I hope, for a lot of people. Now, obviously, this deterrence is not going to, is not going to stop you from being like a, oh, what? I mean, it's deleted. It's not going to stop people from behaving in this way, and it's not going to make people feel better about themselves. But remember that a lot of people behave this way because they're angry. And if you're angry, it's better to ask why you're angry and examine that internally, okay? And try to figure that out and solve it. You know what I mean? Because just talking about how you want to kill someone online is not going to make you happier. It might give you a brief moment of solace because you feel like you're amongst like-minded individuals, but a lot of those forums are simply just keeping you in that situation. That's valid advice for you too. Yeah, but I like to think that I'm upset at very reasonable things. Perhaps maybe that's not the case. But I usually am mad at systems. The only time I get upset at individuals, like even that guy who just said that, where I was talking about death threats, and he said, well, you deserve it. Okay? When he said you deserve it, instead of immediately ripping him apart, I am trying to understand why he's so upset and try to find a reasonable solution. If you find yourself this upset at a fucking Twitch streamer, so much so that you want to like kill them or talk about how he deserves death, like you're not in a good space. You know what I mean? You're just not. What about the one trans debate issue? What do you mean? Like the XG editor? Yeah. I mean, same. It's like drinking poison, hoping someone else gets sick. Exactly. That's it. me then, ha ha ha. The one where the trans user said you did a bad job. Okay, this is a great example of this. You are probably coming at this problem because you either A, saw a YouTube video from a while ago without knowing the full context of the situation, B, didn't realize that this person was still an active community member that I had patched things up with, and or C, are from directly the forums that I'm talking about, where you think that this is a talking point to use against me. Not. There are plenty of people just like yourself in here. All the question markers are ding-dongs. That was a great analogamy, he says. The moment that I pull someone up, everybody starts chiming in. The real reason why you're doing this is because you want a reaction. If you actually cared about Catboy's perspective, you would perhaps seek a little bit further and recognize that, once again, I am also a person with weak moments. Okay? However, regardless of that, this person is still very much an important member of our community. Okay? The fact that you are still bringing this up, even though it is, 2 years ago, it was like 2 fucking years, implies that you don't care about anything. You just think this is a good talking point. Okay? Use a good talking point against your interlocutor that you think you are destroying in the marketplace of ideas. You're not. Everyone here knows you're a clown ass. Without looking at anything beyond that first post, I bet that guy's a chronically depressed 30-something that nurtures that depression by spending time in very hateful spaces full of people that want to keep each other as low as they feel as themselves. That's how all those spaces are. From small group chats to giant champ forums, not moving on from that shit can only end in a few very shitty ways. I believe you can grow up still chatters and you can still be a good person. Exactly. I barely discovered the clip. I was just wondering. I doubt even a handful of people actually wish death upon you over comments you made online you're reaching. Oh, man. Oh, brother. Yeah, you must be new here. First of all, that's how you know the filters, the Fossabot filters are doing a really good job. Okay? Number one, that's how you know the Fossabot filters are doing a really good job. Anyway. Bro, it's not just me. My chatters get death threats. Like, what are you talking about? People in this community get death threats. Regardless. Yeah, look. Lesby writes, I got death threats on Twitter. I know. I saw your tweets. You made the biggest mistake of all. Well, the second biggest mistake. You made the biggest mistake of all when you thought that at the top of the hour there isn't a 3-minute ad break that you can avoid without subscribing. At the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. I had a very angry person message me a book after a stream when I mentioned I really enjoyed your content. Oop. Yeah. At the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free, or by getting gifted a sub. Here's a 3-minute ad break now. That's number one. Number two, you made the second biggest mistake, which was defend sex work on Twitter. You can't do that. That chatter defended sex work on Twitter publicly off of a deranged anti-sex work swerve. And then it was over. I saw what they were so deranged. They were so insane, dude. Anyway,
Central Intelligence Agency notified Sheriff Chitwood and then found out where the guy lives, which was in New Jersey. Then they got the New Jersey or New Brunswick police involved, and then they went to his house with a search warrant and tried to extradite the guy back to Florida. And this was the interaction that followed.
Guess how the guy looks? I don't need to guess. I already know.
Come to the door, please.
I already know. That's another David DePepe moment.
We'll discuss it in a second.
This is presumably
Sure, absolutely.
Richard's mom, the guy who said all that stuff. I want you guys to take just a guess of what Richard looks like.
They're here. I don't know who they are.
South Brunswick, please.
South Brunswick Police.
Just so you know, we're audio visually recording.
They're recording.
Can you step down here, please? Yeah, come in. We'll talk to you down here.
He's a muscular, very good-looking guy. Of course he is.
What's up, bud? Come on down this way. How are you? How you doing? Go ahead. Okay, all right.
The most New Jersey accented "how you doing" into an immediate arrest. And they got the guy.
Okay, take it easy.
They arrested the guy, and not only did they arrest him, he did the number one thing you should never do, which is always applicable. Doesn't matter what you do in life. They got him to talk to the police before actually being on trial, where he admitted to posting that on 4chan and saying that they should kill and murder Chitwood. And so they're charging him. They're charging him for that threat. And not only are they charging the guy, Sheriff Chitwood is stunting on him after the arrest.
Ooh.
He posted on Twitter a celebration picture of the arrest.
Ooh.
What a shame. A 4chan troll has come out of his room.
Listen, this kind of shit is not good, okay? It's not. But also, it's hard. Really hard for me to fucking sit here and be like, damn, dude. I feel bad for this guy. I don't. I can't. I know a lot of you motherfuckers are exactly like him. Okay? You hate watchers out there. It's just funny. It's not right. It's funny. Yeah. You gave the cops a W, which I find to be disgusting, honestly. It's real fucked up. You gave the cops a W, and you got clapped up in your jammies. Don't do this. The easiest way to do this is not by doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down in your hatred. Okay? And just behaving even in more unhinged ways. It's by learning from your mistakes, recognizing that this shit is definitely not good for you, and that you should stop doing it. Stop going to these fucking circles. Stop freaking these circles. Work on yourself. Try to become a healthier individual in both mind and body. You know? Because It's just not. It's not going to help you. Going on 4chan is going to give you a dopamine rush for a little bit where you feel like you are surrounded by like-minded individuals, but it's a perma soul-sucking, just real dark well, and that well is bottomless, okay? Straight up. Hey, HasanAbi, I was following you some time ago. I had so false image of you from mass media. I mean, it's not mass media. It's just like random fucking shitlords on the internet. But when I have been listening to you for a couple of weeks, I realized how right and normal you are. Like-minded individuals, excuse me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This dude fucked around and found out because he went after a sheriff, okay? But what I'm talking about is something deeper than that. Because there are thousands of motherfuckers like this that are still operating, right? And instead of fucking like fixing their brains a little bit, they go deeper and deeper into that pit of despair. You know? I already ran the top of the hour break.
Thank you to the police department, the Brunswick Police Department. And then he's got this picture of him. Not only does he post about it on Twitter, he then doubles down by having a press conference.
And I'll share with you what our suspect looks like.
Where he just pulls up the pic of the guy and then goes on to say how easy it was to find him, how they found him, how they arrested him, and how he's going to be in a world of fucking hurt because he's going to get charged with a pretty serious damn crime. And that's anyway why you no longer are able to use the in Minecraft excuse or in Grand Theft Auto or in Valorant or in League of Legends or in any other fictional video game as your excuse to do the heavy lifting to soften whatever fucked up shit you said before. So maybe it's time we start loosening it up a little bit. Maybe we start getting a little more chill in these lobbies.
Honestly, I want to celebrate it on the one hand because like this is literally the same exact, this is the profile of the dude that's like in every fucking server, in every Discord server, you know what I mean? This is the profile of the dude who's doing exactly what he's doing to the sheriff that does it to random Twitch streamers. You know what I mean? Random people, trans people online, you know what I mean? But also at the same time, I feel sad. When I look at that guy, I look at like, you know, I look at the dude that fell so far down the fucking rabbit hole that he just like lost the plot entirely. You know? What is this? Oh, Jesus. It's fucking sad, dude. It's sad. Like, this is a 38-year-old dude who literally lives with his fucking mommy and is just like posting about killing people online nonstop. That's so fucking sad. He's got to be some form of mental illness for sure. Yeah, bro, of course. You think they'll take the same level of action for trans people and streamers as they do with the sheriff? Of course not. But make no mistake, okay? Make no mistake. I don't believe that like the law enforcement community is ever going to offer marginalized people or non-marginalized people who still get a fuckload more hate than this one fucking sheriff did. Okay? They're not. We're not. It's not happening. I'm not even talking about that though. What I'm talking about is the underlying reason as to how someone, like a full-blown human being who once had aspirations, goals, a whole ass life ahead of them, turn into the internet and become this like deep, dark pit of despair. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. That's what the issue is. Like, the underlying issue. You're assuming a lot about this person. Brother, I have to deal with this person every fucking day, 1,000 times a day on the minimum. What do you mean? I know this person's fucking soul, okay? What are you talking about? That's why I always pull up the David DePappy example. Like, he is David DePappy. Just a different version of it. I don't know. They said his room smells like a gym in the body cam footage. This guy is something else. He's not something else. He is very similar to everyone else. What do I always say? Whenever another fucking 4chan kid, well, 4chan adult, okay? Because 4chan kids are now actually adults like him. They were kids when they first started, and now they're this, okay? The American hikikomoris, okay? When they get exposed, literally everyone else goes, oh, nah, dog, he's a op. That guy is both gay and a loser. They say this all the time. They said it about David DePappy. They said it about the fucking Cincinnati guy. They always say it because they hate the fucking mirror reflection. Okay? Obviously, people who go into forums like this and are constantly trying to fucking spread hate are, you know, unironically, they hate themselves the most, right? They hate themselves the most. That's why they're there. So I always try to mention that, like, you know, there is a different path out of that deep, dark pit of despair. But it basically comes from not repeating the same toxic patterns that you engage in all the time. No matter how good it feels for you in that very moment, you feel like you are surrounded in your hug box with other like-minded, self-loathing, black-pilled dickheads. Okay? They called him a Jew the second the news came out that he got arrested. Yeah, exactly. Well, they're 4chan, so they also don't just say he's a gay loser, but they'll say he's a gay Jewish loser too. Yeah. Truth is a lion. You do not have to defend it. You let it loose and it will defend itself. They're celebrating catching a basement dweller on 4chan at his mom's house in New Jersey. This is backfiring badly on you, Sheriff. Yeah. FedEx me your drugs. Yeah, this guy's right. Well, he wasn't in the basement. He was in the attic. Fuck, man. Golden will be framed for the CP. Ten minutes after lunch saying, I'm so full it should be illegal. Bro, there are so many motherfuckers like this. It just makes me sad, dude. It really does.
Damn crime. And that's anyway why you no longer are able to use the in Minecraft excuse, or in Grand Theft Auto, or in Valorant, or in League of Legends, or in any other fictional video game as your excuse to do the heavy lifting, to soften whatever fucked up shit you said before. So maybe it's time we start loosening it up a little bit. Maybe we start getting a little more chill in these lobbies and start being a little nicer, perhaps. But I will end it on one note because we got to go out with a bang here. I will fucking destroy. I will kill everybody. Let me rephrase that. I will beat everybody. Beat their ass at TSM. That's right. At Team Solo Mid, TSM, in Valorant. In Valorant. It's in Valorant. And this one, look, it's actually true because the Moist Moguls are going to play TSM today in the first ever tournament for our Valorant team. All right? So it's Moist Moguls against TSM happening at 4 p.m. today.
Saved. FBI, this guy right here. Oh yeah, we were gonna watch the how